Continuing, the dead people, the people that you bury, they stop loving you as soon as they die. Chief Seattle says this, that the people that you bury and they stop loving you as soon as they die. And the land of their nativity as soon as they pass the portals of the tomb and wander away beyond the stars. So as soon as the people you bury, as soon as you bury them, they stop loving you and the land that they grew up in, and they go away to the stars. They don't love the land, they don't love the people. They are soon forgotten and they never return. But on the other hand, our dead, meaning the people whom we bury, they never forget this beautiful world that gave them being. Meaning, they never forget. He thinks, he believes this, that the people that they bury, they never forget the beautiful place that they grew up in, which has verdant valleys, murmuring rivers, magnificent mountains, sequestered vales. And he says that those spirits of the ancestors, they often return, meaning they often return from the ground from where we buried them, and they come to us and they visit us, they guide us, they console us and comfort us. These, the souls or the spirits of the dead people, they love us back, they love the land that they grew up in, they love it, and they return back to us and guide us and comfort us. Unlike the dead people of the white Americans who don't love them back, and once they die, they go away to the stars. Day and night cannot dwell together. This here is a comparison that just like day and night, they cannot stay in one place together, because if there is one, there will not be the other. The red man, meaning the red Indian, has always fled the white man. The white man has always chased the red Indians, like the morning mist flees before the morning sun. So whenever there is morning, there is a mist, but as the sun rises, the mist goes away. So this is a comparison to the white man chasing the red man. But the proposition or the pact suggested by George Washington seems fair, and I think that my people will accept it and will retire to the reservation you offered them. We will live in peace, for the words of the great white chief seem to be the words of nature speaking to my people out of dense darkness. This, their situation is lost, meaning they have lost all hope of survival. And this pact that, or this trade that George Washington is providing Chief Seattle, this seems like a ray of joy speaking to them out of darkness. It does not matter where we pass the remaining of our days, because there will not be many. We will not live many more days. So it matters little where we live. Our night promises to be dark, meaning our future is a dark one. Not a single star of hope. We do not have a single star of hope. We do not see a single star of hope above us. The grim fate, meaning dark fate, seems to be on the red man's street, and whenever he will hear the approaching footsteps of his fell destroyer, and prepare stolidly to meet his doom. So he again makes a comparison here that like a wounded doe. The wounded doe knows that it cannot run when it is shot by a hunter. It waits to be killed by the hunter. Likewise, the red man also knows that it will not survive long. So he counts his days, he awaits his doom. A few more moons, a few more winters, and not one of the descendants of the mighty hosts that once moved over this broad land or lived in happy homes protected by the Great Spirit will remain to mourn over the graves of a people once more powerful and hopeful than yours. After a few more years, mighty hosts, meaning this comparison is being made to Chief Seattle's tribe again. So he says that after a few more years, none of us will remain alive to mourn over the graves of our ancestors. He says here that once my people were more powerful and hopeful than yours. But then again, he says that why should I be sad? Why should I mourn upon the untimely fate of my people? I will not be sad over this fact that my people are declining before their time. Tribe follows tribe and nation follows nation like waves of sea. If you have been to a beach, would have seen that one wave is always followed by another wave. So he says that tribe follows tribe, nation follows nation. If we are walking in the face of doom, you will soon follow. It is the order of nature. It happens everywhere, and regret, thinking back on it, is completely useless because you cannot stop it. The time when you will come to decay, the time when you will also be on the decline, it is very far. It is distant, but it will soon come. But it will surely come. It will come one time, but it is very far. Nevertheless, it will come. It will come because even the white man whose God has guided him so much, he cannot be excluded or he cannot be spared from the same destiny, because according to Chief Seattle, it is the destiny of everyone that every tribe follows tribe and nation follows nation. He here says that we may be brothers after all. We will see. After so much and after uh, so much comparison, it is said that we will be brothers, because we will be brothers in what? We will be brothers in decline. We have declined and soon will you. So, somewhat in some field, we are brothers after all. Uh, Chief Seattle says that I will think upon your proposition, meaning the pact or the offer that has been given to them by George Washington, and he will let them know. But there is a condition. He says that I will accept it, but you will never deny us the privilege, and you will never molest us, or meaning that you will never obstruct us from going to visit the graves of our ancestors, friends, and family, because they are very sacred to us, they are very dear to us. Every part of this soil is sacred to him and to his people. Every hillside, valley, plain, grove has been hallowed by some sad or happy event in the days long vanished, meaning every part of this land is held sacred by some sad or happy event in the days that have long gone. Everything, the nature is very dear to them. The rocks, which seem dumb and dead as the swelter in the sun along the silent shore. Here a comparison is being made. Rocks, they seem dumb and dead like the swelter in the sun along the silent shore, but Even they have memories of events which are connected to my people. And the dust upon which you now stand, meaning that the sand under your feet, it responds more lovingly to my people than yours. It is sympathetic to our touch because it has the blood of my ancestors. Hence, the even the dust and the ground loves us more. Our departed braves, fond mothers, happy-hearted maidens, and even the little children who lived and rejoiced here, that is even for a small time, for a brief season, they will remember these somber solitudes. They will remember these quiet and peaceful lands. And at evening, they greet shadowy returning spirits. Meaning at evening, they greet shadowy returning spirits, meaning the souls of their ancestors. And he says that, and when we have truly perished, when the last man shall have perished, the memory of my tribe will become a myth. That is, we will become a story which people will not believe among the white men. And these land, they will be swarming with the invisible dead of my tribe. That is, even when we will perish, all of us, our souls will always roam these lands. And whenever your children's children, meaning that since we will never go away, even our meaning our souls will never go away, they will always haunt these lands. And when your grandchildren think that they are alone in fields, in roads, wherever, they will never be alone because we will always there. And then in earth there will be no place dedicated to solitude. There is meaning there will be no place to be alone by yourself because our souls will always keep roaming these lands. Then he says that the at night when the streets of your young cities and villages are silent, you think them to be deserted, but they will throng with the hosts that once filled them, and still love this beautiful land. The white man will never be alone because my people, the souls of my people, will always haunt these lands. Then he said that let him be just, meaning please be kind to my descendants and be just to them because we are dead but we are not powerless. He says that death is only a change of worlds. According to him, when we die, we only change worlds. We are never truly gone.